Happy Monday, friends. I just had a shower and I'm just did a quick reading just to I just wanted to get a general message for people. Some energies are heavy. I have felt that especially from masculine energies today. And, like, don't get me wrong, I will always say this, everybody has masculine and feminine, and so you could feel it if you are a girl, if you identify as a woman, like, it doesn't matter. Because we all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us. And so I saw it physically happening kind of in the masculine today, at least a little bit. And so if you are having a heavy day, you aren't alone. I think a lot of people are feeling that today. And so I just did a quick reading. The first card that came out is the Hanged Man. And so.
Are you wearing jeans? Or like pants?
I'm wearing pants, yes.
Yeah.
Yoga pants, though. Just so you all know, I'm wearing pants. Okay, so. Hanged Man. And that was very funny timing because the Hanged Man can mean, like, necessary delays. Like, you may be seeing delays and things right now, but it does mean that things are happening, because on the very next card was patience. So it's very difficult to have patience. It's something that I've been tested on over and over and over and over and over again. So, I mean, actually, there's like a gold star here. So I think it's also saying, like, you are being patient. Good for you, gold star, good work. But keep having patience. There is temptation around right now. And so if you are feeling really like down in the dumps and you're just like, oh, I just want McDonald's, because that was actually a thought that came across my mind earlier, and I know that it didn't come from me because I've been really wanting to eat like fresh foods recently. I did go through a point where I was kind of like all about the bad stuff, the comfort foods. So I knew that that feeling was not from me. So I know that like somebody at least is out there today being like, oh, I want McDonald's. But you can do that. Like, moderation is key because that's another card that came out. So we got temptation and moderation. And so they work well together because it's like basically just don't be doing things in excess right now. Just make sure that, like, I mean, if you want to have McDonald's, go for it. But also make sure that you're not having it the next day, and make sure that maybe you eat some vegetables the next day, or like some fresh fish or something. Like, I've been being guided a lot, or like lately, to eat fish. And so that's something that I'm working on incorporating more of because I like fish. I just don't eat it that often. I really like shrimp. Mm. You should eat foods that make you do those things. Whenever I think about food, it makes me really happy. But I used to have a really negative relationship with food because I just would see it as a comfort and that was it. But it's fuel for your body, and your body needs to feel healthy too. So while it is absolutely okay to be like, today I'm eating McDonald's and whatever, just make sure it's not in excess. It's in moderation. Because that's something that can really lower our vibration a lot, is giving in to a lot of these things that make us ultimately feel bad. And I mean, like, I've gotten to a pretty good place where I don't feel bad if I'm doing these things. I know, like, if I really want a piece of pie or if I really want a hamburger or something like that, like, why would you deny yourself that? Don't deny yourself that, but make sure that you work it into your day, your plan, your meal planning, whatever. Like, I used to, I've changed it, and it's much more of a natural approach now that I'm doing for my like weight loss and like compared to previously. Now I'm just kind of listening to my body, and like I did gain a little bit of weight over the holidays, but that's mostly because it's like there's dessert with every meal. And that's the way I like it. So then I have to get myself out of that, and so I know that this is a message for me too, because then I get into this cycle of, but I want a cookie, but I want some pie, but I want a cheesecake. Not a cheesecake, but like, don't deny yourself, because when you deny yourself the one cookie, all of a sudden it turns into eating a pack of cookies, a row of cookies, whatever, a whole bag of chips instead of like the handful that you denied yourself the first time. So just learn to have some moderation. Work on it. I gotta work on this right now too, just because you get into the holiday mindset and you're kind of like, oh, treat yourself, because there's all kinds of desserts around. You get sent home with baking from people and places, and so that's what I'm working on, and it looks like a lot of people are working on because it's in the cards. But yeah, so there is a necessary delay happening right now. Have patience. You're doing a good job. And just try not to be too tempted right now by doing things in excess, and know that the energies are a little heavy. Just try to rest, relax, recharge, do something that makes you happy, eat something that makes you dance, and just do everything in moderation right now. Try to eat a couple more vegetables or something, some fresh fruit maybe. Have a great night.